So chances are you've seen this clip making the rounds online. It's really something. You see this one lone penguin breaking away from its entire colony, and it's not walking towards the ocean, where the food is. It's marching inland towards the vast, empty mountains of Antarctica. It's a clip that has just haunted millions, the silent, solitary walk towards what looks like an inevitable end.
Okay, so let's get right into it. This footage is actually from Werner Herzog's incredible 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World. And it leaves us with a question that's just so simple but also incredibly profound. Why? I mean, what on earth could make this animal abandon everything? Its community, its only source of food, its most basic instinct to survive.
To really get to the bottom of this mystery, we can't just focus on this one penguin. We've got to zoom out and understand the entire world they live in, because it's a world that is completely defined by a single, brutal, life-or-death choice that shapes everything they do. So first question, why would anything choose to live in the most hostile place on the entire planet? We're talking about a continent where temperatures can drop to -90 degrees Celsius, and winds that feel like a hurricane are just a normal day. Well, it all boils down to a really critical trade-off. Every single day, penguins face this core dilemma. On land, it is unbelievably cold and there is absolutely zero food. But, and this is a big but, it's safe. No predators can survive on the land here. The sea, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. It's a massive buffet just packed with krill. The problem, it's also patrolled by some seriously deadly predators, like leopard seals and orcas. So penguins are forced to endure the deadly cold on land just to protect their eggs, which means they have to make these dangerous trips back and forth to the sea just to eat. And wow, are they built for it. They're like these perfectly engineered survival machines. They have a thick layer of fat, blubber, that works as insulation from the inside out, and their feathers are so dense and overlapped, they form this incredible coat that's totally windproof and waterproof. They've basically made a deal with the devil, trading all comfort just for a little bit of safety. But here's the thing, not all penguins tackle this harsh life in the same way. To really get a handle on the behavior of our lone traveler, let's look at two totally different, fascinating extremes in the penguin world, what I like to call the martyr and the thief. First up, the martyr, the emperor penguin. I mean, if there were an Olympic gold medal for sacrifice in the animal kingdom, this bird would win it, no question. They are the absolute symbol of endurance. The male emperor penguin is, without a doubt, the world's best dad. Just listen to this. He walks 100 kilometers inland and eats nothing for 2 months. Then his mate lays their one precious egg, passes it over to him, and heads back to the sea. He then has to stand there, almost completely motionless, for another 2 months, through -60-degree blizzards, all while balancing that egg on his feet to keep it warm. By the time the mom gets back, he's lost more than half his body weight. It's just an unbelievable act of sacrifice. Okay, now for the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Let's talk about the thief, the Adelie penguin. And yep, this is the species from our viral video. Their survival strategy is, well, let's just say it's a little less noble. These guys are clever, they're mischievous, and they are total opportunists. So Adelie penguins build their nests out of stones, and on a continent that's pretty much all ice, a good, smooth stone is basically a diamond. So what do? They steal them from each other. A male will literally wait for his neighbor to turn his back, then he'll sneak over, snatch a prime stone, and casually add it to his own pile. They're super social, kind of hyperactive, and they share parenting duties way more equally than the emperors. They're just resourceful little survivors. Which, of course, brings us right back to our mystery. The penguin in that video is an Adelie, a smart, social creature that totally understands the importance of sticking together and knows which way the ocean is. So what went so wrong? Why would it suddenly turn and head straight for the mountains? Well, scientists who have actually studied this have a term for it. They call it a psychotic breakdown. Now, it's really important to understand this isn't an emotional term, it's a clinical one. It means there's been a catastrophic failure of the penguin's internal navigation system. It's a neurological problem, not a conscious choice coming from a place of sadness. But what could possibly cause a system that fundamental to just break? I mean, a penguin's brain has this incredible built-in GPS. It uses the Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, even smells, to navigate with pinpoint accuracy over hundreds of kilometers. So how does a system that complex just fail so badly? Well, there are a few things that could trigger it. It might be some kind of brain infection or a parasite. Or it could be the result of extreme long-term stress and total exhaustion. The simplest way to think about it is that the penguin's brain just
glitches. The wires get crossed. It's not seeing the ocean or its colony anymore. Its internal compass has locked onto a new, deadly direction, and it simply can't break away from it.
So, there we have it, the scientific answer. It's a biological malfunction, a glitch in the system. But let's be real. That explanation doesn't quite satisfy that deep emotional feeling we get watching that footage, does it? It just feels like it has to be more than a broken compass.
And what's so fascinating is that science does suggest that penguins can feel something very much like grief. Researchers have seen parent penguins stand over the bodies of their dead chicks, making these really mournful calls. Sometimes they even get so distressed that they try to steal chicks from other penguins. So the capacity for deep social bonds and the pain when those bonds are broken, it really seems to be there.
So, was it a neurological glitch? Or was it something else, something more? We'll probably never know for sure. And in the end, maybe the filmmaker, Werner Herzog, said it best. He didn't see a biological malfunction. He saw a lost traveler who left everything and set out for an unknown destination. And maybe the real power of this image isn't in finding one single answer, but in all the questions it makes us ask about the worlds, both inside and out, that all living things have to navigate.